Derby County are in administration, which basically means financially they are mudded.
I'm being serious.
The EFL have even deducted up to like 12 points or maybe even more actually from them in the championship this season, putting them literally bottom of the championship. Yup, Derby are 24th. How mental is that? They're on the verge of relegation, probably even bankruptcy, and that's, I guess, where we step in. Stamp to fix Derby County. Not gonna lie, looking at this team, it might genuinely be one of the most difficult fixing challenges we've done. 4.8 million to work with, and not just that, almost every first team player's contract is running down. We're not gonna even have a team by the end of the season if we don't figure out a way from this. It's mental. This has the potential of being the most difficult fixing challenge we've done, but I'm ready for this. The objective is to win the Champions League with Derby. We can make any transfers we want, but with the money we've got and the contract situation, I don't see too many happening in the first few seasons. We gotta sim every game and we play that Champions League final once we get there. Today's video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Raid's got a ton of champions, over 600 now, and all of those champions come from unique factions, each with their own history in the world of Teleria. It also happens to be the greatest mobile game of all time. And you know what? Raid Shadow Legends is completely free. Yup, a game with this much content is completely free. Links in the description. Download Raid Shadow Legends, QR code up there. And you know what? You guys are just in time because Raid have just released their newest and most craziest boss in the entire game. Hydra is here. It's literally a Hydra, multiple heads and everything, and each one can completely destroy you. It's got 6 heads and all of them have got different characteristics. The head of Blight is the one which is poisonous. It poisons you, it leeches you, and it protects itself with a poison cloud. Just a quick tip, you can beat it with fire. The head of Wrath has just got anger issues. Let's just put it that way. It weakens and provokes your team, and when you've hit it 15 times, it gets a new buff called Vengeance. Like, it can wipe you out in one go. Then there's also the Head of Suffering, and it's the Hydra's main tanker. It brings a horrible new debuff called Pain Link, which causes your champions to take some damage whenever you attack the Head of Suffering. It shares the suffering and it's the worst. There's also the Head of Mischief that loves your buffs and wants them all for itself. It targets the champion with the most buffs and then steals them and distributes them between all the other heads. It's a nightmare. Then you've got the Head of Decay, who is all about tearing you down and building up its allies. And there's also the Head of Torment that's terrifying, constantly applying true fear on your champions. What I absolutely love about Raid Shadow Legends is just how good this game looks visually. Like, the graphics are just unreal. This is better than most console games as well. It looks so good on my iPad. Like, honestly, it's insane. So what's new in Raid? Well, apart from a literal Hydra trying to destroy you in the game, being the baddest boss in mobile gaming history, Raid's also giving away a super limited edition champion to every player in the game. It's esports legend and Navi superstar Simple. Between now and January 28th, 2022, Simple's limited edition champion is available for free for both new and old players. All you gotta do is log in for 7 days between now and January 28th and the champion is yours. If not, you miss out forever. Also, Raid's releasing a bunch of new awesome champions this month, along with brand new faction wars script for one of my favorite factions, Shadowkin. It's gonna be amazing. There's also gonna be a ton of New Year events and tournaments, including a special fusion event where you can get one of Raid's newest legendary champions. There's honestly never been a better time to get started off with Raid Shadow Legends. I mean, use the link in the description or scan my QR code and you'll be getting an epic champion, Tyrell, 200k silver, 1 energy refill and 1 XP boost, and 1 ancient shard so you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in game. Just click over here once you download Raid Shadow Legends to get all your treasures and goodies. Also, the rewards will be only available for new players on only for the next 30 days, so get downloading Raid Shadow Legends. Links will be in the description. QR code is there. Play now. Alright guys, season 1 of, I don't even know, 8 or 9 seasons or how many other seasons. It begins now. Our journey with Derby County. I'm honestly nervous because this team needs so much work. I don't even know how we're gonna get through this job without getting sacked because, like, wow. First of all, both our centre backs are like 36 and 38. We need improvements there. A apart from that, even our forwards, well, he's 34. Baldock on the bench is 32. Improvements everywhere needed. We don't even have a right midfielder. It's really sad, the situation of this club right now. Looking at a few players that could really be big for us. Buchanan is one of them. Looks decent. Belik is another one who looks fairly good, being only 23. Bird as well is fairly young at 20. Then you've got Louis Sibley on the bench who could be decent. So there is a bit of, depth in here, but that's about it really. The major issue is, even with this 4.76 million, we really can't do all that much because we got to renew almost every player's contract over here. And that's going to be a nightmare in itself. I guess for season 1, loan to buy deals are going to be the best way to just balance things out. I think it was obvious, but the youth academy, especially our homegrown players, is going to be massive for us. So it's Bradley Baker, 6'5", comes out as a striker, but I looked at his stats. He's way more of a central midfielder, so I'm converting him right now to a midfielder. We'll make that happen. It'll take 4 weeks, but I think that's the play. Plus a couple more players. Oscar Alonso from Spain could be decent in the future. Andres Gomez from Venezuela. So yeah, a few really nice players coming through the academy which we could use. The first signing I'm about to make is going to be a big one, and potentially a signing that could lead this club out of this situation. Amad Diallo, 68 rated. If we buy him now, it's probably the only time where we can afford him. I think he could be big for us. Plus, the Wayne Rooney Man United connection could lead to this happening. We're going to try for a loan deal. Oh, they're not willing to loan him out. We can only purchase him. Do I spend a hefty amount of my cash on Diallo? You know what? I think it's going to be worth it, so I am going to do it. I'm going to see how cheap we can get him for. Something like 2.5 million. That'll be decent. I'm in the process of selling a few players I don't think we need, so that's definitely upping our cash. 3.2 million for Amad Diallo. I was expecting to get him on a loan to buy, but that didn't really work. 2.7 million. They're willing to go down to 3. I'm going to be as stingy as possible. In this challenge, every penny counts. If we can get it for 2.85, we can. Look at that, boys. Generating a bit of money, selling players like Shinny and Fawcett. That's good money coming into, of course, our bank. Guys, we've completely messed up. I failed the contract negotiations with Amad Diallo, and because of that, we're going to have to negotiate again. And this time I can't seem to get it done. In other news, we are about to sign our very first player. Dial Fry is his name, 73 rated. He will be our highest rated defender, 23 years old. I'm going to sign him on a permanent deal because that's the only thing that is possible to do. We are going to give him a 5-year deal as well. He's only willing to sign for 3. We'll make that 4, but this is going to be a top-class signing. And there you go, we've managed to sign him. There you go, 4 million for a new defender who's 23 and 73 rated. I don't think we can go wrong with that. I sorted out most contracts, guys, and it's not too bad. We're still left with a good amount of money. It's because most players didn't ask for wage increases, so I think we still have enough to sign Amad Diallo Traore, so that's great. I keep trying, man. I keep trying to get him for a very reasonable price, but it's just so difficult. Finally, something that's reasonable, and maybe we can get him for that previous price. A little bit cheaper than that, 2.8 million, and it works. What a freaking relief that is. There you go, we've signed Amad Diallo. Huge. How big is this for us? Only time will tell, but my prediction is that he's going to be huge for us. Straight away, I'm putting him on development plans, boys. We got to get that shooting up on him, so an inverted wide midfielder plan seems smart. Update on Bradley Baker. I can't yet convert him to a central midfielder because I forgot. We need to first get that work rate up to medium, and only then it can work. Bit of a complex system, but okay, we'll make that happen soon. Anyways, guys, I'm done with transfers for this season, I guess. We don't have much money. We're just going to get to January and see what's up. Amad Diallo is part of the team. This Fry guy is part of the team. We've improved the team a fair bit. And let's see if we can survive the championship this season. Yo, we can finally convert Bradley Baker to a centre mid. That is a relief. And he goes up to a 68. That's nice to see. Halfway through the season and not bad. I was expecting a lot worse. We're 7th. Yo, imagine we got like a 15 points deduction. Where would we be? 41 minus 15. That's what, about 26? Yo, this is exactly what happened with Derby in real life, I guess. Wow, so no deduction for us at least. 7th halfway through the season. Maybe a push for a promotion spot. We'll see. Let's see where we are come end of season. Before that though, we've got a couple of new players joining in the squad. And they're of course Baker, Gomez and Alfonso. So 3 academy players in there. Let's hope they can be key for us over this this entire challenge. And we did have a massive drop off towards the end of the season. I'm not surprised, probably because our defenders went down massively in their overall. Maybe Phil Jagielko, whatever. But finishing 12th at the end of the season, it's going to be another season in the championship, but it's not too bad. It's a chance for us to keep growing the team. As long as we stay and not get relegated down to League One, it's okay being in the championship for a couple of seasons to get those overalls up. And that's what I mean. Like, our striker went down to 62. Of course we struggle. Next season, probably need a striker. Midfield is looking nice. I put Baker in the starting 11, but Knight probably deserves to be there. There you go. That midfield is class. Diallo went up to a 74 as soon as I made him a right winger, so that was big. This Joswiak guy should start too. Yeah, I love the midfield. We just got to improve striker position. This Burnley guy signed a pre-contract with someone else. He'll be leaving, so we'll need a right back. We'll need a centre back, maybe a goalkeeper. I think I know what I need to do next season. Lawrence was one of our top scorers. In fact, the top scorer along with Baldock. That's decent. Sibley did well. Amad Diallo had a good second half of the season. Let's hope we can see better from everyone in season 2. Here we go, guys. Season 2 begins. Usually as we go through seasons, the job gets easier, but I feel like the job's become harder now. We need to sign a centre-back, a right-back, probably a striker as well, maybe even a goalkeeper if that's possible. And we need to do all of that with just 7 million. 7.8 million is our budget. The free agents gods need to bless us. And guys, I think they have. Am I seeing things, or is Yusufa Mokoko available literally for free? This might be a striker that becomes one of the best in the game and he's available for free. I'm not even thinking. We're making this happen. Oh my god, I don't even know what overall he is. I don't even care, because if he plays week in, week out, he's gonna be unreal for us. Or is this someone else? I'm confused, man. I simply can't believe Mukoko is available literally for free. Watch him be like his brother or something. Hopefully this is the right guy. Yes, I think he is the right guy because he's 71 rated. That is a big relief. Not gonna lie, I'm still in disbelief we managed to sign Mukoko for that price. Like, this is unheard of. Like, it's absolutely outrageous what we've just pulled off. Like, honestly, guys, like, what just happened here? We're putting him right in the starting 11 and that just improves our team so much. What a transfer. Guys, the free agents gods are blessing us right now. I've managed to pick up Giovanni Di Lorenzo, a 28-year-old right back that's 80 rated. What's happening right now? We might be heading to the Premier League next season with these acquisitions. Another free agent signing done. This is the last one for this season, guys, but I just had to do it. Marcel Halstenberg, I know he's 30, but he's 78. That's a big overall to get into our team. Yo, these transfers are game-changing for us this season. Had to sell Ravel Morrison, guys, and if you're wondering why, well, it's to fund an important signing. That's the goalkeeper. I'm trying to sign Van der Voort, whose contract is expiring, and he's got a release clause, which we can't afford. But if we can get him for something ridiculous, like let's say 7 million, that'd be just unreal. 9.8, we can't afford this. What about 8 million? Make that 8 million. Is that going to work for Van der Voort? It is. That's huge for us. A 75 rated keeper with a huge potential. Signing him could genuinely be game-changing. Honestly, a bit insane that we've signed him for 8 million. Van der Voort is here, and that's our final signing for this season. Guys, this team, the improvements we've made this season, good lord, the defense is looking insane with Di Lorenzo, Halstenberg in there too. Then, of course, Van der Voort joining in. On the bench, we've got players like Baker, who's growing. Like we've built a very, very good squad, guys. Mukoko, how can I forget him? I've got big expectations from this season. Let's see how things go. Decided to directly simulate to the end of the season, and hopefully this is the end of our time at the championship. We managed to win it. 101 points. We didn't need to do anything in January. The signings we made, the free agents we signed, it was all brilliant. And look at that. We're going right back to the Premier League. Let's freaking go. And that's the team that's got us here. Look at the overalls, man. I reckon we might be able to compete in the Premier League too, especially with Halstenberg and Di Lorenzo being high rated, Diallo being 77. It all depends on how much of that TV money we'll be seeing, but I love it, boys. I love the squad we've built. It's amazing to see. Mukoko, 7 ratings he's gonna buy. Trust me, getting him for free it's gonna change the way this fixing challenge goes, because that was a gift from the FIFA gods that we got, but we've made it count. What a season from Diallo and literally everyone. Superb to see. We're heading into season 3 back in the Premier League, closer and closer to the Champions League. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Premier League with Derby County for Season 3. The fixing challenge is actually going pretty well. We were really lucky with getting players like Mukoko and all for free, so that's helped us out massively. Now in Season 3, it's all about building towards becoming a Champions League winning side. This season, I think it's all about improving the overall squad, and it depends on how much money we've got left and how many good free agents we can maybe sign. 36 million is what we're getting. Okay, let's see what we can do. That's quite a bit of cash compared to what we had in the last couple of seasons. Our first big budget, you could say, thanks to the Premier League TV money. Let's improve the team. First signing we've made in this window is Abeledo. We needed a backup goalkeeper because we only had one in the team, and that's Van der Voort. So there you go. Abeledo has joined for free. He is from, I think, Chile. So could he be Claudio Bravo's regen? Might just be that. But anyways, we've signed him up. I think I may have found the perfect camp for us to take this club to the next level, and that's Fabio Carvalho. Great stats all round, good potential, a player I normally haven't signed in one of my fixing challenges, only 76 rated. We could get a bargain on this. That'd be a very smart signing, I feel. He'd go right into our first team as well. Let's see how much this ends up costing us. 14 million is what I'll offer. 15.3, this is brilliant. Absolutely worth it, I feel. Let's go. And there you go. We've signed him from Fulham. Fabio Carvalho joins the club. His stats look insane, especially with pace. We put him on development plans to improve his passing and everything. I reckon he's going to be a baller for us, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. And let's put him in the starting 11 over that Sibley guy who we've got there, who's actually not too bad. But we put him over here, who's 76 rated as well. And then we've got a bit of squad depth now. Having Sibley over here, we can put this. Yeah, looks much better, guys. Looks much better. Still want to probably sign a centre back as well. Let's see what else we can improve. I think, guys, I've managed to find Vincent Kompany's regen. Maybe not Kompany. I think he retired way before, but like Alderweireld or yeah, probably Vertonghen. One of them's regen, because this guy, Desmet, 18 years old, 74 rated, 6'3". He looks obscenely good. We're going to put him right on the bench, and he instantly improves the team. So very happy with this signing, guys. I really think he is a top-class centre-back to pick up. Let's actually chuck a development plan on him. Stopper plan seems perfect. 8 weeks and he's going to be 75 rated for free. I think we've picked up a baller. Now, with the remaining cash, reckon we can improve our left side of the team. I'm about to sign Silas. Well, Waman. Who remembers Waman, guys? I remember having so much fun with him in the last FIFA. You know, Danny Aarons and everything made him so popular. This year, I don't think I've signed him even once in any of the fixing videos. He's gone with a name change to Silas. That's what we're going to call him as well. And yeah, we're going to try and sign him. I'm paying about 28 million for him. So expensive, but I think it's going to be worth it. We'll try and offer him this contract. Oh my god, it leaves us with no money, but I guess it'll be worth it. Let's see. There you go. Cholis was my other option, but I've decided to go with a 79 rated Silas. The plan is to convert him to a left winger. How long would that take? About 9 weeks, but I think in long term it'll be worth it. Alright guys, I think now our squad is ready. Soon I'll convert Vaman to like a left winger. Overall, this team has got great ratings. The first team is, I think, decent. I don't think we're good enough to survive the Premier League. Maybe we are. We'll need players like Diallo, Mukoko, Silas and all to grow massively. Van der Voort as well. But let's see what happens, boys. First season back in the Premier League with Derby. We've built a very capable team. Fairly decent bench as well. And let's see how it goes. I'm not gonna lie. I just went ahead and simmed all the way to the end of the season. And we finished 13th. Wow. That is not too bad. I expected a lot worse. In our first season back in the Prem, we avoided relegation by a fair bit. 13th is decent. We'll take it for the first season back in the Prem. We can keep building on this. You know what was interesting? We managed to reach the FA Cup semi-finals, and also in the Carabao Cup, I think we got to the quarter-finals. So cup competitions also we did fairly well. Premier League at 13th is very solid, you know, just being back in the Prem. We'll take it. Good season. And look at the ratings in everyone. Our keeper is now 80 rated. Mukoko is 84. Diallo is balling. You'll love to see it. You really do. too. Look at Mukoko's stats. This guy is going to be the reason why we end up winning the Champions League, because 25 goals. What a baller. 23 in the Prem. Silas converted him to a left winger and he balled out as well. How did he only go up to an 82, man? We need his player growth to start kicking in as well to help us out. Diallo, another solid season from him, 17 goals. Captain Halstenberg doing a good job retaining his overall. That's great. So, yeah, good contributions from everyone. Love to see it. Our front three really balled out. Looks like Season 4 is going to be all about signing free agents, because I had to sit there and renew contracts for most of the squad. Reason being, well, they were all underpaid because they were in the championship. So renewing all the contracts cost me a ton of money, and that's left me with just about 14-15 million. So again, it's going to be Free Agents FC for Season 4. Let's hope we can find a few top players. I picked up Oscar Jurado for that left back position because I think he's decent, but the problem with him is I expected him to be a lot better than he was. I thought he'd be higher rated than 74 because his stats looked insane, but I guess not. We'll chuck him on a wide back plan that works pretty well. I expected him to be a lot better. I guess Buchanan is one of them who can really grow for us well this season, so we'll keep trusting him. So that's the left back position sorted. We'll probably look to sell this Williams kid. We may have just found Thiago Silva's regen. I'm not entirely sure, but he looks like him, certainly. Hopefully he is. We're gonna have to pay him a fair bit as well. I'm just gonna go 60,000 for the wages, just that, and it works. Is this guy Thiago Silva's regen? And he might just be 82 rated for Alfonso Santos and 19 years old. He's going straight in the starting 11. Love that. Now the back line is looking a bit better with Santos and Fry. They're fairly young centre backs to have. Love to see it. Now I'm thinking if we can replace Knight, that'd be smart. Nico Gonzalez from Barcelona is available for free. Our luck with free agents in this derby challenge has just been insane. This is how you keep a club away from financial ruin. So, yep, let's try and sign Nico Gonzalez as well. Important squad role for him. 5-year deal as well. No release clause. That's absolutely perfect. And we'll offer him about 60 grand. Good contract offer. We're left with about 8.8 million, which we'll use for contract stuff. But Nico Gonzalez has been signed. Not gonna lie, I expected Nico Gonzalez to be a bit better than Knight, but yeah, he's only 78. We need to put a development plan on him, which we will do. But this is basically gonna be our squad for the season. Let's see if we can improve the ratings on all of the players, and at the end of the season, let's see where we are. Free agents were clutch this season, signing the likes of Santos, Nico Gonzalez, and let's see how this season goes for us. Once again, we're at the end of the season, and look at that, 7th in the Premier League in a season where we couldn't really make that many signings, only free agents because we had to sort out everybody's contracts. So we'll take it. 7th in the Premier League. There's steady growth every season. I reckon next season we can push for the European spot. As my phone's going off. Oh, funnily enough, I literally just got the thumbnail for this video. Bit of a banger thumbnail, you know, bit of a banger. I don't know if you guys can see that. Anyways, 7th in the Prem. Wait a minute, when did this happen? We just won the FA Cup. Talk about European competitions. We're gonna be in the Europa League next season. Oh boy, you'll love to see it. First trophy already, but we couldn't add to it. No Carabao Cup for us, but to beat Manchester City in the FA Cup finalist class, they should give us a big budget for next season because we'll be in the Europa League. Love it. Who were the stars of this season? Moukoko once again just keeps. Who were the stars of this season? Once again, Moukoko dominates. 87 rated. Diallo with a brilliant season as well. Silas, lot of growth from our front three. Carvalho did pretty well. Yo, Knight ended up playing 36 games. Nico Gonzalez was back up to him for the most part. That's very interesting to see. But look at the overalls, man. Santos up to an 85. That is honestly class. And love the defense we've got. But yeah, time now for the next season as we continue to establish ourselves as a quality Premier League club. Alright guys, for season 5 now I believe, I think we only need one signing. We replace Buchanan with like a good left back and I think we're good to go for this season. Maybe Knight deserves to be ahead of Gonzalez on player growth. I don't know, we'll do that for now. But this first team is decent. We've got backup options as well. I probably want to sign maybe a backup striker and a left back. That's what I'm looking at for season 5. With the Europa League money coming in, we've got about 46 million, good wage budget. We don't have to worry about contracts. Not too bad of a transfer budget. We can certainly work with this. Want to sign Ryan Sessegnon, guys. I think he's perfect for that. Oh, come on. The player's not for sale. Oh, he was literally perfect. Gonna sign this guy, Pervis Estupinian. 27, 83 rated. I think we can make this work. If I put in maybe Buchanan in the swap deal, wouldn't that work? It should. And we can offer 20 million plus for this deal. I think it's smart. They want 32 plus, and that is way too much, guys. Way too much. 25 million plus Buchanan for Estupinian, and that works. That's solid work. There you go. We've managed to sign Estupinian in a swap deal. Top class transfer. 83 rated left back joining the ranks. He is already in the starting 11, and that team now looks much better with him in there. Love to see it. By the way, we're out of money. I had to use a lot of cash to renew contracts again, because as the team gets better, the players want more money. So because of that, we've got no money left. Estupinian is the only signing we're making for season 5. But that first team is genuinely good enough to finish top 4, top 6. Let's see how we do in the Prem and the Europa League this season. We're at the end of the season, and it's been a tough one. I guess balancing the Europa League and the Premier League wasn't so good for us, and we finished 9th. That's a bit of a bummer, you know. We couldn't improve on last season's good finish. But what happened in the Europa League? Group stages, we topped our group without losing. Round of 16, Sporting knocked out. Inter knocked out in the quarters. Espanyol knocked out in the semis, but in the final, it's freaking PSG. How are they in the Europa League, man? Anyways, we beat them and knocked them out in the final and win the tournament. We'll be in the Champions League next season. This is big. Yo, if we actually end up beating PSG, just imagine how ridiculous that would be. But I'm not holding. There you go. There you go. We scored a couple of goals, but wasn't enough. PSG get the better of us in the Europa League final. We're not even reached the Champions League, and it's been 5 seasons. This is gonna take 10 seasons, man. 100% it feels like. Not gonna lie, difficult season, but let's take a look at the stats before we head right into the next season. Silas top scorer. Mukoko slowed down a little bit, which I don't like. Diallo did well. Growing up, front 3 is just insane. It's just the rest of the team that we got to get up to speed. Nico Gonzalez went up by 1. Knight stayed. I think he's maxed out his potential now. Interesting. But yeah, stats, this is how they look like. Time for the next season. We gotta soon make it to the Champions League, man. Season 6, and I seriously don't understand this video game. Just looking through free agents, 94 rated Gavin Robert, who is surely Karim Benzema's regen. He's available for literally free. That's the first thing we're gonna do this season. I'm gonna make him a cam and use him. My God. Wow, this is a transfer that easily gets us Champions League, I feel. 94 rated, you kidding me? Unbelievable, man. He needs a big contract, but I think it's worth it. There you go. 94 rated Gavin Robert. Just outrageous. Question is, can we make him a center forward? Or a cam, actually. Yep, we can make him a cam. That's perfect, because we can't make him a striker. So we make him a cam. I reckon we're sorted. Those stats are just bonkers. Oh, and by the way, now that we've signed him, if we put him in that cam spot, there you go. We put him here. Bit of squad depth as well now coming through, which is absolutely brilliant. I reckon we've got defense sorted for depth. Actually, maybe a better defender would be nice, or a better CDM, or a better midfielder. There's so much we can improve, but starting off with Robert joining is fantastic. So, first of all, gonna put Nico Gonzalez in there. Let's see where else we can improve. There you go, guys. We've managed to sign Nusser Mazraoui as our right back. 28. His value is 53, but we got him for like 43 million because his contract was expiring. Top class signing. Our squad depth this season's gonna be class, and that's maybe what we need to take this club to the next level. Might have found Robert Lewandowski's regen as well. 84 rated. Regen FC. How many regens do you want? That's literally what we're doing here. I don't mind having him as backup for Mukoko. How insane would that be? Yo, we're building a Champions League winning squad this season, and we aren't even in the Champions League. So how crazy is that? But I think I'm done with transfers now. These 3 are huge signings that we've made. I kid you not, guys. We have the team to secure Champions League football for next season. If only I could improve maybe the midfield and the defense a little bit more, that'd be insane. But this team is genuinely good enough to win everything. Like, no cap. Let's see what we do this season in the Prem. I refuse to believe this, guys. Another season of finishing outside the top 4 with the squad we've got. We've got a 95 rated cam, and this is what we do. I guess getting another center back is what we need to do to fix the situation. Maybe another midfielder. But yeah, maybe more improvements are needed in the coming season. I'm surprised at just how bad we were this season. Like, honestly. At least Gavin Robert had a decent season. Mukoko did pretty well, but why isn't he growing? He's 22, man. Needs to be growing a lot more. We have him on a complete striker plan because that he's not growing as quickly. I guess target man is what we need to put on him to get that overall high. Tough season, boys. We're gonna head into the next season. We need to make the Champions League, man. This is embarrassing. Season 7 now, and if we don't get Champions League this season, I will genuinely start crying at this point. It'll be that bad. Centre-back or central midfielders, I think what we need. I think I'm going to stick with centre-back for now. We'll also put Knight in there. Season after that, we'll maybe look to improve the midfield. For now, we need to get a centre-back. I think that's what's missing. I think a centre-back like Ben Godfrey would be perfect in our budget. I know he's 29. He's English, though. I think he just fit our system really well. Might chuck in Louis Sibley in the offer and put in 30 million. I think that's a good offer, man. They don't even want him. That's yikes. But we'll just reduce it from 53 to maybe 45 mil and see what they say. They still want 53 for Ben Godfrey. Good lord. But I really want him, man. An 85 rated centre back, I think, is what we need. You know what? Let's just pay the money and get him. He's probably going to be our only signing of this window. There you go, guys. Ben Godfrey has been signed for that centre back position. I don't know if he can still grow in his overall, but if he can, that would be nice. Maybe he still can with the stopper development plan. I think it's a top-class signing. An 85 rated centre-back is big. Fry can go onto the bench. We can do this. Put Desmet over here, I guess. And put, of course, the new signing in there. So that first team is so good. Just need a couple of signings in midfield and CDM and we're genuinely sorted. But this team is good enough to get Champions League football at the very least. Am I seeing things or we have just lost the league to Brighton? Yo, I'm happy we're second in the league because I've been sat here for virtually 2 days now. And it's taken me, what, 7 seasons to make it to the Champions League. But got it that we couldn't win the Premier League, but oh well. Second, we're finally in the Champions League for next season. That's a relief. But what I don't understand is how on earth are we in the Conference League final? How did we even get here? Well, we knocked out a fair few teams and here we are in the final. Let's win this. All right, the mighty Conference League. Look at the overalls in our players. If we don't win this, there's something wrong with this game. I can't believe this, man. How has our Super Derby County team lost to Bilbao? Huh. Stats-wise, Robert top scorer, Mukoko had a good season, Silas did well, I guess everybody did alright, and time for for season 8 now. Hopefully it's the last season, because this squad is capable of winning or getting to that Champions League final. I actually want to cry seeing this. 128 million to spend. Finally, we don't have to rely on just signing free agent players and I can make signings myself. This Fry guy, Dale Fry, is going to leave the club because he's joined or signed a deal with, I think, Bayer Leverkusen. So that's a bit sad. We'll probably need a centre-back then. We will also maybe time to improve the midfield a little. I genuinely feel this team's good enough to win the Champions League. So let's see what we can do this season. I don't mind this at all. Rafa Varane available for free. I know he's 35, but for squad depth, perfect, man. Just gonna chuck him on the bench. I think he'll do a decent job. Yo, can't go wrong with that. We'll give him like a 2-year deal as well. Perfect. Bit of Champions League winning material in the setup. Perfect. Call me crazy, but a 32-year-old Rodri, I feel, could be amazing for us because his contract's expiring. This could leave us with a bit of cash to maybe bring in another central midfielder too. Maybe if I chuck in a swap deal for someone like Louis Sibley or Bradley Baker. He never really reached his potential, guys. So if we can just do this, chuck in about 37 million, that'd be a deal and a half. That works for me. Let's reduce it down to 40 million. I know it sounds crazy, but I would rather have Rodri in the team right now with his rating and everything. This works for me. Let's do it. Final season this could be. Let's get that 88 rated Rodri in the team. Rodri has been signed. The new number 8 is over here. 88 rated Rodri. We've got our CDM now. Just need maybe another midfielder and we're good to go. And I think I've got just the perfect player in mind. Federico Valverde. Again, a player whose contract's expiring. We've, I think, just about got the cash for him. This is huge. We get this done. In fact, I want to try maybe a swap deal with, let's say, Nico Gonzalez on Jason Knight. I'm gonna put Nico Gonzalez because Knight's been here for so long. And maybe chuck in about 60 million and see what they say. It works. Perfect. We might have overpaid, but it works for me. Let's get this done. And there you go, we've signed Fede Valverde. I think the team is now complete. We've built the ultimate Derby County team with that. Why is Santos unhappy? But regardless of that, oh, let's put him here, Rodri. Perfect. Wow, what a team this is. This is good enough to win the Champions League, guys. 100%. Let's see why Santos is unhappy, dude. Let's give him a new contract. There you go. All the tears will now go away. Let's put Bialik on the bench. Quality side. This team is genuinely unreal. Let's go out there and win the Champions League. That's all I'm going to say. Halfway through this season, only 4th in the Premier League. Oh, I don't think we're winning the Prem in this challenge, but what about the Champions League? Let's see. And we managed to top our group, and in an incredible fashion. That should give us, theoretically, a relatively easier draw. Let's see. 16 points. We topped our group, and we've drawn Borussia Dortmund. Okay, that's interesting. We'll see what happens there. I'd be fuming if we get knocked out to Borussia Dortmund. Our squad has so many insane players. Like, nah, man, nah. First leg against Dortmund, we get the win. Huge. We got the job done in the first leg. In the second leg now, let's see this one out. And we managed to win 1-0. Robert Gabin scores. We're through to the quarters. By the way, just look at Robert. Oh, I thought his name is Gabin Robert. All this while I thought it was Robert Gabin. Okay, no idea there, but he's 97 rated, guys. Unfreaking real, like, honestly. 97 rated. That's one of the highest rated players I think we've had in any of these challenges, but let's hope it counts in the Champions League. And so next up, it's Inter in the Champions League. All right, here we go. Derby County versus Inter. First leg. Our team is still insane. And there you go. First leg quarterfinals, job done. Now, second leg against Inter. It was 3-1 from the first leg. This is just a formality. Oh, it was a bit tight, but we got it done. Oh, no. It's PSG. That's one team I didn't want. Semi-finals, but up against PSG. This could be it. We might be here for eternity. Please, in the first leg, give me the result. Please, give me a fighting chance. In fact, it's more than that. We've beaten PSG in the first leg. A bit of revenge for that Europa League debacle. Second leg, let's see. EA, what is this? Performance review meeting. We're almost in a Champions League final and the board want to sack me. Is this a joke? Anyway, second leg. Gotta get it done. Please. Please. There you go. 3-0 over 2 legs. We've done it. We're in the Champions League final. Who will face? I don't know, but knocking out PSG was nice. And in the Champions League final, it's gonna be Real Madrid. I am ready for that game. They knocked out Liverpool. This should be fun. Also, what's up in the Prem? What happened here? Second in the league, 4 points of drop. It's a shame we couldn't win the Prem, but we can wrap up this challenge by winning the Champions League. What happened in the cup competitions? Everton beat us in the Carabao Cup final. What about the FA Cup? QPR won that against City. Wow, okay. All about the Champions League now. Moukoko, what a season. 94 rated, scored 30 times, 10 in the Champions League. He lasted well. Gabin Roberts, solid season. Brilliant. It's now time for that one last game. I don't think we'd have a better team to use in a Champions League final than this. It's incredible. We're up against the Madrid with Haaland. Oh boy, this is going to be big. Let's get into it. I've never been more ready for a Champions League final. 2 days to record this video, guys, pretty much. We're not about to lose. We have to win this. Also, very keen to use Benzema's regen, Gabin Robert. 97 rated. Wow. Hopefully he scores a few goals for us. Oh, look at the dribbling on him. Gabin Robert, he is, well, passing, maybe not. Amad Diallo. Good pass for Gabin Robert. There's the dribbling, just so silky on the ball. Mazraoui looking for Moukoko. Now it's Federico Valverde. Looking for Moukoko. Smartly down to find Ahmad. Ah, that touch inside wasn't good. Waman to put the ball in. I should call him Silas, but I'm just so used to calling him Waman. Here's Amad Diallo Traore there. Well, that wasn't good. Madrid's attack of Vinicius Jr. and Erling Haaland is not going to be easy to deal with. Fede playing against his former team, by the way. Just realised that. Oh, that's a good ball inside. Erling Haaland turns and shoots again. Godfrey saves us there. Come on, keeper. Van der Voort catches it. Okay, now the pressure from Real Madrid is getting to me. Erling Haaland looking for a pass for Vinicius. Look at that pace. He is rapid. Mazraoui deals well with it, but they've got a chance here. It's ping pong city. Am I playing pinball? Balls are literally bouncing everywhere, and Erling Haaland scores against us. 1-0 down. I don't want to lose this game. I really don't. Come on. 1-0 down. Problems. Rodri does very well there. It's a good pass for Moukoko, and now it's Amad Diallo Traore. I've been trying to cut inside with him for a fair bit, and that's a penalty, ref. He got taken out there. We still have it, though. It's Gabin Robert. Can I just open up his body? Oh, that is unreal, but the crossbar. That was so good from Gabin Robert. So unlucky. That's a good ball at the far post for Ahmad. Good touch. No, that was another great opportunity. We've been growing in this game. Second half, I think we can do it, but need to make the most of our chances. That was just a hopeful pass. That was never going to work, but it falls for Fede Valverde. Goes for goal. For a second, I thought he just put that in. Robert, now it's Amad Diallo Traore, who's been really on it in this game. Inside on his left foot, but there's just no space to cut back or even cut inside and get a shot. That's what's letting us down. Now it's Haaland, the goal scorer. It's so scary dealing with this Madrid attack of Rodrigo, Haaland and Vinicius. It's just so good. But we managed to deal with that there. And here goes Silas. If I can find Moukoko here, it's a good ball for him. Controls that very well. First touch was decent as well. Could look for the cutback. That was a mistake. Should have just gone for goal. We might still have a chance if Moukoko shoots. Deflection and it's in. It's off the post. We got so lucky there, but we get the equaliser. Moukoko, the man we signed all those seasons ago for free, has come to save us. 1-1 against Real Madrid in the Champions League final. What a relief. I mean, just look at this goal. It was chaos everywhere. And the control from Moukoko was decent. Deflection, everything working in our favour. I'm just glad we scored that. 1-1. Amad Diallo. Inside for... Oh, Moukoko again, a chance. He scored. Out of nowhere, we've made it 2-1. For sure. Moukoko looked offside there to me. I'm pretty sure he was offside. Maybe he was... I don't know. I'm confused. That's why I just took the shot. I wasn't going to shoot with Moukoko. I just took the shot because I thought he was offside. Out of nowhere, we've made it 2-1. Let's have a look at this again. Pass inside. Maybe he kept himself on. Or maybe he was one of the number 3, I think, of Real Madrid. Kept Moukoko onside. Terrific finish into the top corner. And we've turned this game around within 5 minutes. We're now leading 2-1 in the second half. Oh, Erling Haaland has done me there. But Van de Voort saves us there. I don't want to concede now after... going through so much to get that lead. As Gavin Robert looks for Moukoko. Perfectly waited for him as he fires himself through here. Can he get it inside? He can. Looks for that cutback. We've got a few players just colliding with each other. But the rebound falls perfectly for Ahmad. And 3-1 Derby County. Let's go, guys. That basically secures the Champions League for us. I'm honestly not surprised at this result at all. Our team is just that good. As here's Gavin Robert here looking for more. As he's just... Oh, he just glides past them. The dribble there was so neat. He couldn't get past this man, but just such a satisfying player to use. It's done. It's done. We've won the Champions League with Derby County. And boy, was it a grind. We went through 8 seasons. 8 seasons of fixing Derby. Having no budget for the most part. Relying on free agents. All of that. To finally win the Champions League after 8 seasons. This was unbelievable. We've fixed Derby County. Let's go. And there we go, boys. Champions League done. We've done it with Derby. We've fixed them. And that's going to be it for the video. What an episode this was of Fixing Friday. One of my favorites. Really enjoyed recording this. If you enjoyed watching this, drop a like. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace.